Every major money wave starts the same way. First, everybody ignores it because no one thinks it's real, or people just don't really like it. Second, the smart money quietly starts to position while everyone is distracted. And while you're distracted on one thing, they're loading the boat somewhere else. And then Wall Street creates a narrative. They start to tell a story about it slowly in headlines on the news, but people disregard it. And finally, everything soars, and then the public is late, and now we're chasing. We saw it with Tesla, and then we saw it with Nvidia, and we saw it with AI. And right now, I think the narrative may already be forming, but everybody's looking at AI, which is not bad, but space is what they're missing. And most people think that SpaceX is just a rocket company. But what is Elon really building? Well, it may become the next infrastructure that is the new frontier. Remember that to say that on Star Trek? Well, before SpaceX, think about this. Rockets were basically disposable. So you launched one rocket and then billions of dollars was just wait, and you waited years to see them launch it again. But then Elon kind of changed the economics behind things, because what he did was he created what's called reusable rockets. I know, reusable rockets. And then suddenly, now, well, space becomes cheaper. And when anything becomes cheaper, what do we know Wall Street does? They invest in it. And then industries get built around it. And so the internet created digital infrastructure. We know that. We saw it. This is where we're in the internet age. And then AI created what's called compute infrastructure. And so space may be creating orbital infrastructure. And this is the part that everybody is missing. So in this video, we're going to break down the power of SpaceX and how it can be truly creating another group of millionaires, even the first trillionaire. But most importantly, we're going to break down 2 ETFs that I know you'll really love, because I'm truly going to buy a lot of these right now, especially with the dip that happened today. I'm going to be buying these, and I maybe even do some long option calls on it, maybe out for a year or two, just to see what happens, because understand this. SpaceX will create a whole new environment. It's going to be the biggest IPO we've ever seen at $1.5 trillion. And you know what's going to happen. A lot of people won't be able to get inside of that, and so they'll get everything connected to it. So make sure you like, subscribe. Help us get this video to 2,000 likes, y'all, because I promise you, this one is going to change the game. Let's go. When SpaceX IPOs, because we know Elon is going to do it, it will probably pull billions of dollars into the space sector. Now, because Wall Street loves narratives, they put money behind narratives because they're greedy. And Elon is one of the greatest storytellers and narrative builders in history. Well, Tesla wasn't just a car story, and then it became an energy story, and then it became a robotic story, and then an AI story. Now, we have SpaceX, and then that is truly becoming a space story. So we see the same thing happen over and over again. So now with space, you get defense, you get satellite, internet, you get space infrastructure, you get AI data systems. And so all of these things are essential. And now we see somebody like Jeff Bezos falling behind. Falling behind Elon. Let me correct that. Because they getting into satellites and they getting into outer space. So that tells us that the game is about going out of space. Now, I want you to think about something. This is how we know space is real. Now, Elon and SpaceX have agreed to a $1 trillion payment package. That's 200 million shares of SpaceX. But he has to meet a certain requirements. Here's some of the requirements. 1, he has to build a 1 million person permanent Mars colony. 1 million people have to be living on Mars. That's 1. 2, the company has to reach a $7.5 trillion valuation. Oh my God. This is crazy. And then it must run space data centers that have massive compute power, right? So he has to help the company reach a $7.5 trillion valuation. They IPO at $1.5 trillion. He's gonna be, right now his base salary for SpaceX is gonna be $54,000. We know he don't need that. He's already the richest man in the world. Imagine 1 million people living on Mars. For real. Just let that sink in. And so because of that, this is why I'm gonna bring you these two ETFs. So let's think about it. So for people who don't want to take maximum risk, here's the ETF that I'm looking at, and I'm really going to buy more. And I think you should just look at it and just put it on your calendar and see what happens. You can't waste it, right? The first major ETF is none other than UFO, and it's already been moving for the last 2 years. Now think about this for a second. This one came into birth into 2022, right? As of right now, it's up 30% year to date, and it's up 130% in 2 years. And most investors will just look placid. Nah, think about this. Its biggest holdings right now is Planet Labs and uses satellites to collect Earth data. And think of them as the cameras in space constantly feeding information. Then there's Globalstar, which helps power satellite communication networks. That's kind of the infrastructure layer. And then there's SiriusXM. Think about them as satellite broadcasting. And all of these things are necessary. Now, it is made up more of industrials and communications, but tech is about 23%. So another piece is the communication network. So everybody just sees rockets, but the real economy may be built around the systems connected to rockets. Because think, if there are going to be 1 million people in Mars, that means more satellites, that means more pitches, that means more data, that means more compute, that means more AI. And so that's this ETF is made of. So you don't have to go bet on these individual companies. You can actually just get the ETF and then play the game that way. It's a safe way. The stock is up 30% year to date. It's already being fueled by the idea that SpaceX will IPO at $1.5 trillion. What do you think happens when it IPOs? And everybody is stuck, so you can't get in SpaceX right now. You missed that, so you got to wait till the IPO. And then when it IPOs, what are you waiting on then? Same thing. So I would really, just pay attention to this, right? The one I'm about to give you now, the second ETF, is kind of a new one. Now, investors are already pointing to this one as well, right? Ticker symbol MARS. Now, this one has Rocket Labs in it, and maybe the closest market comparison to SpaceX. They actually launch rockets, right? But they also build space hardware. Then you have AST SpaceMobile. It's trying to turn satellites into cell phone towers out of space. So now you have to think about how massive that can be, because if we're going to have 1 million people in Mars, they are really setting the tone. So global communication from orbit. So most people think about space as science fiction, but there's a reason why, people are spending $1 million just to take a trip to Mars. But Wall Street is starting to treat it like it's infrastructure. And so let me really be clear to you. I want to really be clear to you. This doesn't mean that every space stock will win. There will be some hype, there will be some speculation, there will be failures. But every major technological shift creates an ecosystem. Not just one company, but entire layers. And if SpaceX becomes the company that it's projected to be, then the companies connected to that ecosystem could see massive attention. Because by the time the public fully understands the story, the move has usually already been made. And now, SpaceX is an afterthought. And so I want us to idea, to me, this is the equivalent of getting Palantir at $7. This is the equivalent of getting into Facebook in 2008. This is the equivalent of betting on Nvidia in 2018 or 2017. This is the equivalent of betting on SNDK or investing in SNDK in 2024 when it was $47. That's what's going to happen here. And don't get me wrong, SpaceX is going to be SpaceX. Elon is going to be Elon. But it's the companies connected to it. Think about it. When AI first started, it was Nvidia, it was AVGO, it was that. And then you didn't see MU. Then last year, what happened? The narrative changed. We saw MU start taking off. Then we saw STS take off. I shout out to my people in the Patreon who've been killing it. You saw MU take off. You see STS take off. You've seen all of these other companies, WDC, Western Digital take off. Those are the ecosystem behind AI. And then you start seeing GEV and VRT. This is the ecosystem. Then you start seeing cooling. This is how this thing works. And so the ETFs allow us to bank on these companies all in one, wrapped up, for those who don't want to go individual. And so for me, I'm truly buying a lot of these ETFs right now, especially after the dip today. I won't let this dip pass me by. And I'm willing to hold these for the long term, at least the next 3 to 5 years for sure. And so I wanted to put that on you. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and share this video with somebody, y'all. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Salute.